Hello, my name is William Rasmussen, and today I will be describing my PSA poster made to encourage learning a second language and the design choices that went into its creation. Firstly, I'd like to discuss my choices involving imagery. I tried to show the phrase language barrier as a literal wall, bringing about the feeling of how only knowing one language can really restrict who you are able to communicate with. I then designed the two characters as relatively blank slates, so that the audience would be able to put themselves in the place of either the listener or the speaker. I showed the capability of speaking another language to break down the wall, showing the wall that was separating the two characters as being broken through, opening a new line of communication between the two characters. I feel that this accurately shows how bilingualism can open up many opportunities of communication that would have otherwise remained closed. Secondly, I'd like to talk about my color choice. I only used a reddish pink hue for this project, which may at first seem like an odd choice. However, the shades I chose heavily evoke a feeling of romanticism. This was intentional, as the intimacy that you have with a new language is much more noticeable than with your native tongue. As someone who has become relatively fluent in Spanish, I can say that it really is almost like a romantic relationship you form with the language, as you give a lot of yourself to the process, but also get a lot in return. Thus, I felt the reds and pinks showed this relationship well. Finally, I want to talk about my word choice. The term language barrier is quite common, so utilizing it in order to give some familiarity to the topic seemed like a good choice. I then went with the phrase break down the wall, which brings about an emotional response for the audience. Tearing down walls is an important part of becoming an adult and growing up, and so this adds a personal note to the poster. I then used become bilingual as my finishing phrase. It has a nice flow to it and it alliterates, which helps it stick in the mind of the viewer. Closing with it allows you to keep thinking about what the poster was trying to say with little effort, and therefore increases the chances of retention for the audience. I hope that this poster is up to your standards and will work with your target audience. Thank you for your time.